The story and take you now to ENC reporter Siphamandla Goge, who's at Bumbane, a great place that's outside Ntata in the Eastern Cape, with details of the King's reception. Siphamandla, good evening to you. So, King Dalindyebo now out following months of calls for his release by the royal family. So I would imagine they are quite pleased tonight.
Indeed, that's what they've just told us. They say they are happy, even though they wanted him to be granted a presidential pardon, but they would take whatever they've been offered. For now, they are happy that the king is out. They did confirm to us that he was released this morning, and unfortunately, we have not seen the king because we were told that he's spending quality time with his family somewhere near Mtata in one of his private residences. We are outside the official palace here, or we are outside his official home, which is Obumbane, a great place. He is not inside the palace right now. He's somewhere near Mtata. Let's listen to Prince Zanothando Dalindyebo explaining about his release.
You must remember that he's been released on parole. So that has conditions that we need to follow. And then, based on that, we need to have consultations, various stakeholders, maybe government is some of them, the royal family, the royal council, AbaThembu, AbaThembu, need to be consulted. Hence, on the 9th of January 2020, we will be descending to Bumbane Royal Palace, so as to find a new mandate and give clarity to AbaThembu. They will be given that clarity by His Majesty, the acting king. Therefore, after those processes, we can start now engaging on other issues pertaining him going back to his throne.
You know, Siphamandla, the royal family is quite ready, of course, to have Dalindyebo, the king, back in that community and at some point resuming his duties as king. But the crimes he was jailed for were committed against his people. And one wonders if everyone there, outside of the royal family, is pleased at this news of his release.
Well, we will be speaking to the locals here, but let me tell you that when I was here before the elections, remember that pressure was piling on President Cyril Ramaphosa to release him before the elections. You've got traditional leaders in the Eastern Cape who were calling for him to be released before the elections. They even threatened not to vote or not to encourage their subjects from voting for the governing party. When I interviewed locals back then, I got a sense that there were mixed feelings and reactions. You had those people who were calling for him to come out, and you also had those people who were saying, no, he's not above the law. He needs to pay for his sins, so therefore he should not be released. Even here today, you get a sense that, you know, it's just mixed feelings, even though we've been unable to interview too many people. But inside the palace, it's relatively quiet. You can't really tell that the king is out. Perhaps it's because he's not here. He's spending time somewhere with his family. He's not inside the palace. But you do get that sense that there are divisions within the kingdom, and those have been visible in the past. Even the royal house is deeply divided. Let's listen to Prince Zanothando on the question of unity.
We need unity. Actually, to be precise, unity is paramount amongst AbaThembu nation. Remember, we've got AbaThembu in KZN, AbaThembu in Johannesburg, AbaThembu in the Western Cape. Even those who are in the Eastern Cape are divided. AmaDlomo are divided. Some elements of the royal family are divided. Therefore, we need to be led by acting King Zanelizwe, because he has already set a very good and solid foundation based on those issues. I believe he's the right person to lead that process, and then Zalbanzi should join him in achieving those goals we pursue.
Let's quickly recap then, Siphamandla, on the processes that are likely to be followed as far as welcoming Dalindyebo officially home in line with his, of course, position as a royal.
The sense I'm getting is that it's not going to happen anytime soon. We've been told here that there will be a meeting on the 9th of January. AbaThembu will come together and they will be briefed by the acting king, who's Prince Azenati, the son of King Dalindyebo, as to what will happen next. But we do understand that because he's out on parole, there are terms and conditions. He cannot just assume his royal duties. He needs to follow certain processes. But also, we've been told that culturally there are certain things that need to be done, including the cleansing of the king. He cannot just assume the throne because he needs to be cleansed. So all of that will take time. He will not resume his duties immediately, perhaps later next year or early next year.
Samantha Goke, live for us outside Bumbane Great Palace. That's in Mthatha, outside Mthatha in the Eastern Cape.